I recently went to an awesome gym while on vacation in Florida, FROGGY'S Fitness. With a large selection of machines, free weights, merchandise, and a week pass for only $50, it might be my new favorite gym. Of course I had to get a shirt or two. Now I usually don't train while on vacation, but I'm taking this bodybuilding thing seriously now, so I trained every single day except Sunday, which is my scheduled rest day. Starting off each session with cardio. I probably should have done a little more, considering the amount of cheat meals that I ended up having, but we'll get into that in the next video. Stay tuned. During my first session, I hit legs, starting off with lying leg curls to get those hamstrings out of the way. I love this machine here as I was able to really squeeze in the top position, more so than with the machine that I use at home. Next, I moved on to squats, hitting a set of 12 with 275. Experienced a little form breakdown towards the end of the set, on top of being gassed, but I'm confident that as I increase the volume of my sessions, both my core stability and my endurance will improve. After the squats, I hit some leg extensions on this very smooth machine here. Same as the leg curl machine, I was able to get a really good contraction at the top of each rep. Finally, I hit calf raises on this leg press machine. Didn't feel quite as good of a contraction on this, so I hit one extra set, bringing my leg workout to a close.
Think this is funny?
During my second session, I hit back and biceps, starting off with this rotary lat pull-down machine. This thing felt super weird compared to other lat pull-down variations, but it provided an awesome stretch on the lats, so it's a win in my book. I did 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps here. Then I moved to a chest-supported row machine to hit a horizontal pull. This machine was plate-loaded, but it felt super heavy due to the angle of the lever arms. After rows, I hit a superset of seated machine shrugs for the traps, with bent-over reverse flies for the rear delts. Each exercise for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Moving on to biceps, I began with some simple barbell curls leading into incline curls on one of the benches. There were a few bicep machines available, but I prefer to stick to the basics when it comes to bicep growth. To close out this session, I hit some forearm curls using dumbbells for 4 sets of 12 reps. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button and subscribe for more. During my third session, after getting a little sunburnt, I hit chest, starting with the pec deck machine. Using light weight, but really emphasizing the squeeze and maximizing that stretch. After that, I decided to bench press. I worked up to a decent set of 10 with 185 pounds. My goal for bench is to bring it back up to 225 for 10, which is my current PR. My current 1 rep max is 300 pounds in training. Next, I hit my absolute favorite tricep exercise, a lying tricep extension or skull crusher. No other exercise feels quite as good for my triceps as these, both during and after I've done them. I've taken them out of my program many times, but I always seem to come back to them at some point. Finally, just because I was curious, I hit this overhead extension machine to finish off my already cooked triceps. Ended up not being super sore the next day, so it worked out just fine.
Last day at Froggy's.
During my fourth and final session, I hit shoulders and abs, starting off with the reverse pec deck and cable face pulls to hit those rear delts and to prime my shoulders for the next exercise, which, being a little controversial, is the behind the neck press. I've heard so many people call this a dangerous exercise, but I've also heard people say that it can help with shoulder health. I've had shoulder issues before, but after working on them for a long time, I now have adequate mobility to do these safely and with no pain. And being that I'm in a bit of an experimental phase with my shoulder training, I'm doing these mainly for hypertrophy purposes. After the press, I hit some front raises with full range of motion alongside some machine lateral raises, really focusing on the squeeze. Last but not least, I took turns with Ashlyn on this ab machine, getting a super deep burn with 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps here. Then we took an obligatory gym selfie. And with that, my sessions at Froggy's came to a close. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next one for some cheat meals.